Hey there, and welcome to the Aligned Strength Podcast, a place where we bridge fitness, nutrition, and mindfulness to help you feel your strongest. I'm your host, Mandy, and today we're diving into a topic that affects every aspect of our health, and that is sleep. Before we dive into today's episode, I have a quick shout out to Clean Simple Eats. We are partnered with them and use their products every day, both at our house and in our gym. Their protein is hands down my favorite. They have many different whey protein flavors and also some vegan options. Clean Simple Eats greens are part of our everyday routine. If you want to fuel your body with clean, high-quality ingredients, check them out. Click the link in the show notes below and use SQUAD10 at checkout for 10% off of your order. Okay, sleep. Yes, sleep affects every aspect of your health. Here is a question for you. Do you wake up feeling refreshed? Or do you struggle with that? Do you have trouble falling asleep? Or do you feel like your energy is all over the place? Well, today I will be sharing the amount of sleep you should try and get. Also, we will talk about what can affect good sleep, and that includes alcohol. And then also some must-do habits before bed that can set you up for a better sleep and ultimately better energy, recovery, and mindset. My personal goals for 2025 was to focus on getting better sleep, being more consistent about going to bed somewhat close to the same time every night, trying to get as close to 8 hours of sleep as I possibly could. And the reason I have this goal for 2025 is because in 2024, it was a really crazy year for us and our family. So sleep was definitely put on the back burner, and I could tell with my body, with my anxiety, with my stress, everything was elevated due to the lack of sleep I was getting. Yes, 2024, it brought more stress, less sleep. Anxiety was much higher than normal. We were very busy with sports like we normally are, but it also was the first year in our new home. We had many projects, big and small, all year. We also owned our previous house for 4 months of the year last year as well. Trying to sell that, getting that sold, having the 2 houses, working on our new house. It brought less sleep. It brought more stress. And then with all of that, a lot more anxiety too. But I also didn't realize that alcohol played a part in that too. You know, like being in our new house, it was different to us. It felt like we were on a vacation. So what do like us, we do on vacation? We drink, we have fun. At night, we would sit down, have a nightcap before bed, and think nothing of it. But also thought, oh, this is going to help me sleep better, right? Not realizing that actually drinking at night can cause more anxiety upon waking up, and we're going to talk about that too. What I started to notice was that while I felt good in the moment and felt like this is helping me get to sleep faster, I was waking up more anxious, tired, and restless. My sleep quality took a hit, and I could feel the effects on my energy, workout, and overall being the next day. 2025. I said, I am committing myself to a better sleep routine, aiming for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night. That meant cutting back on having a drink at night for a nightcap before bed. It entailed creating a more intentional wind down routine and also optimizing my sleep environment. Some of you may be in this same boat. If you are, you'll want to keep listening. How much sleep do we really need? That's a very good question. How much sleep do we need? For active adults, especially those prioritizing in fitness and recovery, 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night is the recommended range. Athletes or those engaging in intense training may need more, even to allow more time for their muscles and nervous system to fully recover. What happens if we don't get enough sleep? Well, the lack of sleep just doesn't make you feel tired. It affects nearly every function of your body. Here's what happens when you consistently don't get enough sleep. One, you have slower muscle recovery. Your body repairs and builds its muscle tissue during deep sleep. Without enough rest, your recovery time increases and you may experience more soreness. Also, increased hunger and cravings. When you don't get enough sleep, that disrupts the balance of your hormones that regulate your hunger. We have hormones for everything, right? So you have hormones that regulate your hunger, and not enough sleep will disrupt the balance of that, causing increased cravings, particularly in sugar and processed food. If you are not getting enough sleep, your hormones are triggered and going to increase your cravings for two main foods that you want to avoid, which is sugar and processed foods. Weakened immune system. Poor sleep weakens your immune system and your immune function, making you more susceptible to colds, flus, and other illnesses. Also, it increases your cortisol level. Cortisol is your stress hormone. Higher cortisol levels happen with not enough sleep. The lack of rest leads to elevated stress hormones, which can cause anxiety, irritability, and even hinder your fat loss. If you're on a fat loss journey, getting enough sleep is huge. And then reduced focus and reaction time. Sleep is crucial for brain function. Without enough rest, concentration, memory, and reaction time are suffered, which can both impact workouts and your daily life. If you're working hard in the gym or just working out at all, or being active, moving, which you should be doing anyways, but not seeing the results, sleep could be your missing link. Alcohol. We are going to talk about how alcohol disrupts sleep and causes morning anxiety. Alcohol may seem like a sleep aid, but it actually disrupts sleep quality and can contribute to anxiety upon waking. And here's how. There is a REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep. That is the deep restorative sleep. Alcohol suppresses your deep restorative sleep phase, which is essential for memory consolidation and emotional regulation. With not enough deep sleep, this can lead to grogginess and poor cognitive function the next day. Also, it causes nighttime wake up. While alcohol can help you fall asleep faster, it fragments sleep throughout the night, leading to frequent awakenings and lighter sleep stages. It also triggers dehydration and increases your bathroom trips. Alcohol increases urine production, often leading to disruptive sleep due to getting up and going to the bathroom. Alcohol also worsens sleep apnea and snoring. Some of you may notice this with a significant other or your spouse, that if they drink more, they snore more. Well, this is why. Alcohol relaxes throat muscles, increasing the likelihood of airway obstruction, which can cause more snoring and also worsens sleep apnea. And then also increasing your heart rate and body temperature. Alcohol interferes with your body's ability to regulate temperature and can elevate your heart rate, making it harder to stay in a restful state. Why can alcohol cause anxiety upon waking? Well, there's a rebound effect on your neurotransmitter. Your body has a calming neurotransmitter. Alcohol boosts that. But as it wears off, it causes a rebound effect, leading to increased adrenaline and cortisol. Cortisol, again, is your stress hormone, which can trigger anxiety. So, take that in again. Alcohol boosts your calming neurotransmitter at first. Okay, but then as it wears off throughout the night when you're sleeping, it wears off. It causes the rebound effect, leading to increased adrenaline and increased cortisol. That triggers that triggers anxiety. Excuse me. The increased adrenaline, increased cortisol is what triggers the anxiety in the morning. A blood sugar drops, so your blood sugar drops. Alcohol disrupts glucose metabolism, leading to blood sugar crashes overnight, which can cause jitteriness, dizziness, and anxiety in the morning. Dehydration from alcohol can cause headaches, dry mouth, and increased heart rate, which all of these can contribute to the feeling of anxiety when you wake up. And then alcohol throws off your body's internal clock, leading to poor quality sleep, which can heighten stress levels and irritability the next day. So the bottom line, while a nightcap may feel relaxing initially, alcohol disrupts sleep, restorative sleep, and can leave you waking up feeling anxious and unrested. Reducing or avoiding alcohol before bed can significantly improve sleep quality and morning mental clarity. With this, no shame about having a drink, not at all. I don't have no shame. Nobody else needs to either. You do you. But for me, when I'm at that moment, I'm making a choice. Everybody has a choice. I'm making a choice knowing that if I'm going to have this drink and enjoy it right now, I just know that I'm not going to get the best night's sleep, where if I didn't have it, I'd get better sleep. So I'm just making that choice. And that's fine. All right. The importance of sleep. Before we jump into the tips of sleep, let's talk about why sleep is such a big deal. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, it balances your hormones, and it supports brain function. Poor sleep can lead to the cravings that we talked about, weight gain, brain fog, and mood swings. But the good news, you can improve your sleep by tweaking just a few things in your nighttime routine. So here we're going to talk about a few must-do habits before going to bed for better sleep. Number 1, create a wind down routine. And this is going to exclude screen time. So taking out the screen time. One of the biggest sleep disruptors is blue light screens, which is your phone, TV, or even a blue light overhead lighting. If you're laying in bed reading a book, but you have a blue light that's on it, like that's triggering your brain to think it's still daytime. So no screens, take out the screens, take out any type of bright overhead lighting, because this blocks your melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that triggers your body that it's time to sleep. Screens and bright lights block that. So what to do instead? 1, dim the lights about an hour before bedtime. So hour before bed, dim your lights, no screens. Swap the screen time for a calming activity like reading, journaling, stretching. You can also try a guided meditation or deep breathing if you want to do that to signal relaxation. What I have done is I have either started reading a book because I get 2 pages in and I'm sleeping. Like I can't read at night. It just puts me to sleep. So that I've been doing. Also, I've been turning on like meditation type music or yoga music and, listening to that. Calms me down, puts me into the state of getting ready to sleep, or journaling as well. But also all reading and journaling with a dimmer light. I have noticed a big difference just with that alone. Number 2, optimizing your sleep environment. So your bedroom should be a sleep sanctuary. So if you're waking up through the night or struggling to get comfortable, a few small changes can make a huge difference. One, what you want to focus on is keeping your room cool enough. Between 60 and 67 degrees is ideal for sleep. Blackout light with blackout curtains or an eye mask. I could never wear an eye mask, but make sure your curtains block out any of the light outside. Reduce noise with a white noise machine. You could wear earplugs, or some people have a fan or a fan noise to block out any other noises. And then also, very important, invest in a good mattress and pillow that support your body. And then number 3, support your body with nutrition and movement. What you eat and how you move before bed can either set you up for a restful night's sleep or it can keep you tossing and turning. Simple tips or shifts you can do to try for this. Number 1, avoid caffeine at least 6 hours before bed. I try and cut out my caffeine by noon. If I'm out of a normal routine, then it is all over the place. But try and cut out caffeine at least 6 hours before going to bed. Opt for a light snack if you're hungry. If you're hungry, go for a light snack and think about protein and healthy fat. An example of that would be Greek yogurt with nuts. And then try and have that no later than an hour before bed. So if you go to bed at 9, don't eat any time after 8. And then also, for me, like we have, sometimes I eat late, and you will get a better night's sleep too if you do have something in your stomach versus an empty stomach. Sometimes we eat later, we eat at 7 or 8, and then we're going to bed. You will get a better night's sleep if you do have something in your stomach versus nothing. So keep that in mind as well. So today's takeaway from the podcast, taking away today some key points, is small, consistent changes to your bedtime routine can lead to significant improvements in your sleep quality. Start by implementing just one of these habits tonight and see if you notice the difference and how you feel the next morning. Going back to a couple of things that you can try to implement tonight. 1, try not if you have nightcaps normally, try to avoid that. Dim your lights an hour before bedtime. So no screen time, dimming your lights, shades closed, either reading a book, journaling, stretching, listening to calming music. Try any of those. Make sure that your temperature in your room is between 60 and 67. And maybe put a fan on or some type of noise machine to keep a constant noise versus hearing other things in the house or other distractions. Try some of those. See what it does for you. These are small, easy, simple things that can lead to a better night's sleep. And then final thoughts here. So, better sleep doesn't have to be complicated. By creating a wind-down routine, optimizing your sleep space, and being more mindful of your nutrition and movement, you can start waking up feeling more refreshed and energized. If you liked today's episode, let me know on Instagram. Instagram handle is @FitForYouWithMandy, and share your biggest takeaway. Send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. Let me know what you think. Like the episode, leave a review, share this with a friend. If you think anybody that you know could benefit from this, share this with them. Also, if you're looking for more personalized support with your fitness and wellness goals, contact me. We focus on strength, nutrition, and mindset to create lasting changes. Thanks for tuning in to the Aligned Strength podcast. Until next time, stay strong, stay balanced, and keep aligning your strength in a way that fits you.